Well, good afternoon, YouTubers. It's a little bit chilly of a Saturday afternoon here on the Gulf Coast. I've got my coffee ready to go. Let's fire her up. Yes, we had the 03 out. About 85 miles on the 03 this morning. Now we got something to do with the 09. And let's go down, get her parked, and take a look. We're going to be looking at the intake today. Well, opening up the stock airbox here, we've got an aftermarket filter. It's a K&N filter. I guess it's okay. I would rather have an AFE filter, but it's good to know it's not a paper filter anymore. All right, so I popped this intake tube off, and you can see it in there. There's that crosshair looking thing. That's that baffle. That's both restricts airflow and it silences the turbo. I would like to get that out of there, so that's what I'm going to do. There is our intake flexible tube part off. Here's what's left. Now, just gotta pull this guy out. Oh my. There it is. You can see how that might be a bit restrictive and silencing of the turbo. So, this is our first mod, removing the intake baffle. Alright, next thing, I'm doing a thorough look around on the engine, inspection of everything, to see how things look. I was just underneath, and there's really no leaks at all. It's nice and dry under there. Everything's looking good as far as, you know, anything that I've seen. One thing that I am concerned about is that split right there in the belt. Let me see if I can focus in on that. Right there, you can see it right above that pulley. I'll have to see if maybe my my old belt off of my 5.9 that's still good. Maybe that would fit on this truck. I'll have to do a little research, see if they. I think the pulleys are all the same between the 5.9 and 6.7, but I'll have to research that one. Everything else looking good. Intake's back together. Check for shaft play on the turbo, and it's good. I did this on the 5.9 a couple weeks ago as well, and that one's also good. So, happy with my turbos. But yeah, everything is looking really good on the truck. We're gonna order some things, and I'll have some videos coming up. We got our old Continental Gatorback Continental Elite belt from the 03. It's in great shape still, and this would be way better than the belt that's about to break on this truck. So I'm gonna see if I can swap that on there. I've also got a little bit of a chirp. I'll let you hear it. Maybe you'll hear it, maybe you won't. But there's a little bit of chirp, and that's why I thought to inspect the belt and saw that split in the belt. So if I can get that on as a temporary fix, that'd be really good news for today. And if it takes care of the chirp, that's also great news. If it doesn't take care of the chirp, we'll probably do a tensioner pulley. And if that doesn't work, it's probably the water pump, because the water pump looks really old. Really old. Alright, we're gonna bring her back, around back to the junkyard of cars and work on the truck back there. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I can already tell it's closer quarters than the 5.9. So belt change is not going to be as easy on this truck. I don't think anything's as easy as the 5.9 on this truck. And here's our old belt. As you can see, I had a tough time getting it out, so I made life a little easier and cut it in half. But now the challenge is get the new one in. Here we are underneath. Put the new belt on, and the tensioner here is relieved by this breaker bar pushing towards the passenger side. you can see the fan shroud here that's in the way. I had to unbolt this bolt here, this one here, and the one up top as well, so I could get my hand in there. So we'll see how this goes. We'll fire it right up. Well, the belt change worked, but we still got that squeak. It's not really noticeable that much, but I can hear it, even in the cab here. So it could be tensioner pulley, or it could be the water pump. Water pumps are really old, so maybe we'll do those. Maybe we won't. Let's go on a little cruise for now. Before I throw this belt away, look at all that. This belt is just falling apart. It's amazing that it stayed in one piece all this time. So the Continental one I just threw on does have 100,000 miles, but it doesn't have any of this junk on there. So I think that'll do it for me in this video. Next video will probably be maybe oil change, fuel filter change. I gotta order the fuel filter, gotta order shocks, and I have the oil and the oil filter already. I did check the oil filter that's on there. It's a Mopar one, and they got it torqued down pretty tight. So gotta love these people putting the oil filters down at 100 foot-pounds or whatever. Yeah, so I'll have to go through the wheel well with the filter wrench to get that out. It's gonna be the latest round of fun. So I'll see you in the next video.